everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be touring this 3-bedroom kind of rustic farmhouse but also Midwest style home. I'm using a lot of the new Midwest items that we got and like the new updates. I love the new garage doors. I think they're so pretty. I've been like really wanting like wood garage doors for a while now, so I'm so happy that we got some finally. I decided to use like the dark wood one for this house, and then I also love the windows. I just love again how the sunlight comes through all the windows, so it looks super pretty. Here's a sim that I moved into the house. I brought her over here. She has her family, and yeah, she's just gonna take us on a tour of the house all together. And I love her outfits. I haven't really been creating a lot of new sims because, like I said in my last video, I ran out of like space to add new sims, so I actually had to like delete a whole family to make this one. But yeah, I really love her outfits. It looks super cute. But yeah, you just walk into the big little living room. Like I said, I use a lot of the new Midwest items that we got. I love the sofas, the green and like the orange, so I kind of just brought out the orange color with the lamps. Super cute. And then lots of like dark wood accents everywhere, so like the coffee table, that one's new as well. Her teenage son is just laying there on the little chase. And then also the fireplace I love so much. I really love like the stone and how it's like a double fireplace, so as you can see in a little bit, it's like you can see from both sides. And then yeah, just some little chairs, and then right when you walk in to the right hand side, there is like the little keypad. It's kind of like, I pretend it's like more for security, but it is just more for the lights. So I kind of like that they did add that new feature now where you can have different light settings and kind of also adjust like how bright you want them to be. But yeah, just a little like table for some knickknacks, a mirror, and then of course that little like bench over here with like a bunch of different little clutter items, which I love. And then also the lamp I think is super pretty. And then behind the fireplace, I just kind of hid the stairs over here. I kind of forgot that we needed to put the stairs, but that always happens to me when I make two-story houses. But luckily, I found that little area there to kind of hide them. And then as you keep walking, you walk into the kitchen. I love this kitchen island and also the kitchen cabinets. Unfortunately, these only came with like the prize house for the Midwest live event. So that kind of sucks. So I just had to like build it like a bunch of times because those tall cabinets only come, there's only like 2 of them in the house, which I think is kind of odd. But yeah, I had to build it a couple of times so I can have enough to build this kitchen. But yeah, super pretty. I love the dark wood, and then I gave them like a double stove. And then I also love how the like kitchen island has a lot of like that Midwestern vibe with like the rock underneath like the sitting area. But anyways, and then over here there is a little like pantry and kind of like a prep kitchen. But yeah, there her husband is. He's just like figuring out how to use the espresso machine. But yeah, I use the little farm doors or like the sliding doors to kind of give it a little bit more flair. And then the fridge is also in here. I also love how the fridge is kind of matches like the cabinets in the kitchen. So that's kind of cute. But yeah, and then you keep going. Over here is the dining room. I struggled a lot to find a proper dining table, but I was just kind of went with this one. I think it looks really pretty. I used it in the last house actually that I toured. So really nice. I had a little buffet table at the end, and then just lots of like little picture paintings over here on the side, and then also the pretty chandelier. But yeah, that is basically the little dining room. I also love the feature wall of the stone. I kind of have that throughout the entire first floor, just to kind of have like the exposed like stone wall in the middle of the house. And then over here there is a door that leads you to the garage, so there's a nice way to connect it. So if you're bringing your groceries, it's faster to bring them in through that door. But yeah, there's the garage door, super pretty. I love how when you open it, the sunlight just comes piercing through. And then yeah, just really pretty. Over here they have their trash bins, a ladder, and then just this little cabinet with like some tools and like any kind of garage tools that they would probably have there. And yeah, just a little window over here, and super pretty. I really like the way this house came out. And then my favorite part we're gonna see in a moment right here when we go upstairs. There's the son again. He's just about to get up from his little time relaxing. But yeah, here's the upstairs. As you can see, I mezzanine it so you can see right down into the living room. But look at the windows. I think they look so pretty, and I love how the light is just shining through the entire living room, and it just looks so pretty with the sunlight. But yeah, so really pretty, really glamorous. I really love it. I did put a little chandelier there, and then again, just showing how you can see the pretty sunlight going through the living room. You really wouldn't need like any lights in here besides in the nighttime, but throughout the day, the sun is really pretty and shining through. But anyways, you keep going into the walkway, and then this door at the end is the little baby's room. So they do have a little baby, a little nursery right here. I'm just going to bring over one of the Sims to sit there, and I just decided to put the baby in the little like chair, or like the little, I don't know what it's called, but the little toy there for them to like kind of practice standing. Really pretty. I love this nursery. I decided to use this new, I'm not sure where I got it from, but the new it's kind of like a ash little teepee crib. But yeah, it's super cute. I love all the colors and how the like little aqua or like kind of light blue color really shines through. Over here, this room is kind of oddly shaped, but I just put the little like bookshelf or like the toy shelf over there in the corner. But yeah, that was a little nursery, and then this door next to the nursery is the family restroom. It is a full 4-piece restroom, so there is a tub, of course, since they have the baby. There's a toilet, the shower with a little towel rack, and then I decided to use this same kind of like oak retreat double sink. I think it's super pretty, and I love how it kind of brings like that rustic aspect into the house. And then yeah, and then as you can see, I did bring up the little feature wall with this stone. I think it looks really pretty. There is a hallway here that leads you to the other 2 bedrooms. This bedroom is the teenage son's room. I think it looks so nice. Like, look at the glow that just comes through the sunlight through the windows. I think it looks so pretty. But yeah, I love this room a lot. I went with like lots of darks and, well, yeah, basically just like lots of darks with blacks and just little accents with like pink here and there. There's a little chair over here in the corner. They have their dresser across with some little knickknacks, and then I did bring in some of like the ranch items over here just to kind of show that they still live in like the country area, so they are kind of into that style a little more. But yeah, so pretty. Love this room. Again, love the glow that the sunlight just gives the room. Just gives it lots of more character and stuff. But yeah, really pretty. And then the door right across is for the parents' room. So you go through here. And again, lots of nice natural sunlight coming in through the windows. So pretty. I went with like a lighter color scheme for this room. With that little cute white bed. They have little nightstands on either side. Just so pretty, very light and airy, and I feel like it would be such a good room to come home to and like relax in. So again, really pretty. Like, look at the sunlight piercing through and like onto the wall. I think it looks so pretty. Here is their dresser. I just kept it super simple with a little plant, and then they also do have a little like shelf for their hats and their ranch gear. They also have this large full-length mirror, so really nice. And then again, I just love the sun glow that this room gets. They also have their own little ensuite, so we'll take a look at that in a second. Over here, again, so pretty with the light just shining through. And here is their ensuite. It's a 3-piece restroom, so it's just a shower, the toilet, and then of course the double sink over here. But yeah, super pretty, super simple. It's exactly the same as the other restroom that we saw. And again, they also get some really nice natural light coming through. So yeah, super pretty. I really love it. The toilet was just over here in the corner. And yeah, that is basically the tour of this cute little 3-bedroom house. Definitely let me know down below what you thought of it, if you plan on taking any kind of inspiration from it. I'm just going to get the little teenage son to come and get the baby. But yeah, super cute. I also love how we've been getting a lot of new like animations in the game. Really cute and really nice. So yeah, that is it for this tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below if you liked the video, or if you plan on taking any inspiration from it, I will be showing the grid at the end if you would like to rebuild this house. And yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!